gotta get it up. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Yo, what's up? Name is Jetly1 and welcome to the third part of my YouTubery series where I help you do a little better on YouTube so you can have more fun with the thing. And the game in the background for this time is Crackdown 1 on Xbox 360. Just going around beating up some Volk for the fun of it. But having oddly, slightly boring. This game is exciting, but it's not that exciting. I don't know. It's an exciting game, but I'm just doing random things. I'm not going through the exciting part of the game. It highlights the skill that you really need to do if you're going to be doing gaming things. This doesn't really apply to most people, although it kind of does, but today's topic is going to be commentating because, well, your voice is going to be pretty much in almost anything you could possibly do on YouTube nowadays, because commentaries of all sorts for anything, just talking, anything with commentary period, not just commentaries like this one, are very prevalent on YouTube today, so it's really important that you know how to do it. Now then, I'm going to be focusing on things in the manner of gameplay commentation, like Let's Plays and stuff, because that's what I do, but you could probably take away something from this for, I don't know, just random voice acting, vlogs. I can't think of much else to do with that. I'm just too gaming focused. So, okay, let's just jump right into the thing. Now, the first and foremost thing you're going to want to remember is that you need your attitude to be right. I already said this in the first episode, because that's the most important thing, but this is one of the implications of that. If you aren't in the right attitude, you don't feel good about it, you don't want to be here, you're not going to sound like you want to be here. Kick car through two people's face at once, yeah. And that's going to come up later, don't you worry. But yes, you need to sound like you want to be here, because, as I have to say every single video in this series, because it's really important that you understand this concept. Whoever you are, it's important that you understand this concept. But YouTube is mostly on luck, and people finding you is on luck. But you being good is what's going to keep them with you. And one of the things that keeps people with you is your unique personality, which commentating will show off. And if you don't sound like you want to be there, you're just going to sound like another person who doesn't want to be there. And that's really, really, really generic. Like, take me, for example, until I sat there and watched Arctic 1080p, awesome guy. You need to go sub him. But I was watching his YouTube tips video, and I went and said in the comments that it was mostly luck. And I was kind of getting mad at him for not mentioning that. Somebody told me, it's like, well, you're doing bad because your commentary sucks. And I went and looked at it and was like, yeah, it does. And I actually can do stuff about that to make it better. I just need to sound like I want to be here more. So I just changed how I sound a bit, how I talk a little bit, and now I already sound better and it's freaking amazing. So yes, you want to sound like, you just want your personality to come through. You want to sound like you're talking to friends the whole time. That's the best tip I can give you. You sound like you're talking to your friends. So now that we have what you sound like out of the way, we need to go and get what you say going down. Now if you're doing like a machinima, a series, or whatever, where it's a storyline, you got a script, that doesn't matter as much because it's all written out for you. But if you're doing things live, this is really, 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 really important. You need to know how to commentate things properly to keep it interesting. So, for example, earlier I mentioned kicking a car through two guys' face. That is commentating on the gameplay, and that's generally frowned upon unless it's like really necessary. Like going over and saying kick a car through two guys' face in a bit of an exaggerated voice is a good way to do stuff. I was about to say something brilliant. Why did I stop myself? But yes, it's a good way to show yourself off, to show your ridiculousness. And I'm disappointed that car didn't hit that guy. But yes, that's also another way. In addition to talking about the gameplay when necessary, you also need to just throw in your thoughts on things. We want to hear what you're thinking. If we're watching you, we want to know what you think on the situation. However, both of those things need to be kept in moderation. Talking about the gameplay can get annoying. You're like, hey, I shot that guy, headshot that guy, lock on that guy, right stick up, headshot, I win. I win this game, I win this game, I win this game. I'm a Waluigi, I win this game. Yeah, that gets kind of annoying, but also so does random things, like Chuck Norris roundhouse kick. I don't know, what's that famous guy? I'm Zerg Grizzle, an assault rifle, Random things like that also get annoying because you want structure to videos, so try to keep those two in moderation. But you also can do one of the most common things in commentation, just share a random story or if you're doing after commentary, stay on your topic. You need to have some substance to the thing, and you can't have just random outbursts and gameplay compliments as all you're doing. See, notice that I didn't even mention that explosion, because I already went overboard with kicking through the face, and I was in a serious moment. You gotta keep your focus. Gotta keep your Gotta keep your cool, man. Gotta keep your cool. So, in the end, it's gonna be all up to you, but you're gonna want to keep the gameplay talking and the random stuff to a favorable level, because otherwise it just gets annoying. But beyond that, you need to add your own style to things. You're the one who's gonna know you best, do things the best way you can. And in closing now, you also just most important thing ever, you need good sound quality. I use Audacity for after recordings and live recordings on console. I got a Turtle Beach X12 headset. I've got my settings all tested out. I test before I do videos, stuff like that. And that's important. You need to sound good. If you talk good and you don't sound good, it doesn't really matter. So this has been Gently on One. I'll see you next time. Go improve your audio and get better. Peace.